What's up, y'all? I'm Lady. Welcome to the channel. Y'all, PlaqueBoyMax. I'm sorry, I keep saying it wrong. PlaqueBoyMax. Yup, next, my boy. What is going on with you? You done told me you got a vasectomy and all of that. Like, what's wrong? What's going on, man? Something else done happened. According to Yazan. I'm sorry, I keep pronouncing everybody's name wrong. PlaqueBoyMax calls streamers pussy. So let's see what's going on with this.
What's poppin', y'all? Complex dropped their big streamer list of the top 25 streamers, and it is abysmal. I will say that,
Okay.
but that will be for a separate mega video that I have to make. I know some people are like, man, he's not even gonna make that. Listen, I'm not gonna confirm or deny those allegations. But PlaqueBoyMax would respond to a peer of his by the name that ended up in the top 5, and he would call her out and the rest of his industry.
Do I think I deserve it more than all these creators? No.
Who is that?
I also, maybe I'm a little bit different. I think it's very ego to think you deserve this over any creator. You could say a lot of things.
Guess I got an ego then too. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all this though, right here, right?
First of all, when was this list made? Cause Kai don't even stream no more. Last I checked, Kai ain't streamed since the doggone Mafia-thon. So why is he still considered on this list if he's not streaming anymore? Is my first question. Ain't nothing against Kai, that's nephew right there, but you know. Speed definitely number one. That nigga be all over the damn place. But let me see what Max mad with, or who he mad at.
Chat, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Streaming is so, bro. It's something that I peeped. Streaming is so put. Everybody's. It's weird. Like, let me explain to you why.
Go ahead.
I say this.
Go ahead.
In what world would any best artist, actor, etc., if they was lower on the list below something, they'd be like popping a. They'd be like, what the f-? Or they'd be like, I deserved it. Like, what? It low-key mind-boggled me. But I think the reason it's like that is because everyone's scared to get clipped and then hated on. Because that happens with streaming, where we have to worry about the comments they're saying because we have to be on the internet. This is where...
No, we don't. We don't have to worry about shit. Because, I mean, I only stream video games. I'm going to start, like I said in my other video, I am going to start streaming like my 600-pound life and stuff like that on Twitch. But I usually stream video games over there, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say about me. Clip it, bitch. I just don't care. You know? I'm me, always going to be me, you know?
Our job comes from. Job, if you want to call it that. But it's like, bruh, Senna, you number 4. Talk your shit. And I think that's the problem with the streaming world. Because it's not competitive. Nobody want to be competitive. Everyone's scared to be competitive. Like, nobody want to, like... But that's what breed the best, bro.
Why do we have to
compete? My opinion. That's my opinion.
You can be... Why do we have to be competitive? I mean, maybe it's a section of streamers that want to be competitive, but I feel like a lot of people just do it for fun. Like me. Like, I feel like a lot of people just, I mean, they also stream for the money, of course. That is their job. That's how they get paid. But I feel like for the most part, maybe not for the most part, at least a good bit of people literally just do the shit for fun and because they get paid for it. I don't feel like it has to be a competitive thing. What are we competing for? Like, okay, but okay.
Be competitive and still be cool with people. There's such thing as friendly competition. We need more competition in the streaming world. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Okay. You gotta be more proud of their work and stand. What you mean you can't put yourself over somebody's? Yes, the you can. If you believe in what you did and you grinding, I deserve this number 4. On God. No, imagine Nicki Minaj being 3rd on the list of best artists current, and then her being like, damn, I'm gonna give it to Taylor Swift. What the f? Bro, I'm a Nicki fan. I'm like, huh? Nicki, what is you talking about? Nicki, I love you deserve it.
So first, off rip, yeah, PlaqueBoyMax definitely has an ego. He's got a big ego. and he
He
thinks
got
he's
a
Hollywood.
big ego.
And we're going to read off of what PlaqueBoyMax has said himself when it comes to his goals. Because in August 18th of 2025, he said the list of goals that he wants to achieve at one point in his life is Streamer of the Year, #1 album and Billboard, headline Rolling Loud, 1 million plus concurrent viewers, which Aisha Speed has done, win a Grammy, produce a Netflix show. So when you've got lofty goals like this,
I feel like I like Max. He is a good streamer. Like, I like his music session. I can't remember what it's called, but when he do the music and all of them come together and make songs and beats and stuff, I like that. I think that's unique of him, to do. Yeah, I like Max, but Streamer of the Year, my boy. Maybe one day, but it's like lately he just been doing a lot and not in a good way. Like, you just doing too much. Like, what are you, I don't know, like, I feel like something off, something is wrong, maybe mentally. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting from him. Like, something is off mentally. I think he needs to, I don't know if he needs to take a break for a minute or talk to somebody or something for a little bit. But I feel like something been off with him lately. He ain't been really the same to me. And I've been watching Max since he was doing what the thing called, where he'll go out and he'll do like the cipher type things and stuff. That's when I was watching Max. I love stuff like that, but lately he just been really acting very much different and not in a good way.
which Streamer of the Year I think he can do. I don't think he's going to win it this year, but I think it's possible. Headline Rolling Loud. He did his first Rolling Loud, what do you call it, set, I think, recently. Headline, I think he can get up there eventually, especially with this like new flock, but headline is tough, man. Well, the thing is, the nominated for a Grammy happened, so that's close. But the point is, when you've got goals like this, you need to have this. And I know some people will say like, yo, you've given him criticism before saying he's got a big ego and the way he moved with FaZe Banks and all that. That's not criticism. Criticism is, hey, like, I wish this thing changed because it would make the content that this person produces better.
It's called constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? I love constructive criticism, period. I think every streamer or YouTuber needs constructive criticism. That's just period.
Observation. I don't want PlaqueBoyMax to change. I don't want PlaqueBoyMax to be more humble. I don't want PlaqueBoyMax to change any of that at all. Like, that's what makes him great. I want him to have this ego because it produces the best content for you, and I get to see the guy achieve. Because I had quoted this tweet when this happened, and I said, I think the one that he was least likely to achieve was the win a Grammy. And then he got nominated for a Grammy. And I was like, whoa, that's already a huge leap. And granted, he was nominated for a collaboration that he did with Fred again and Skepta, but it doesn't mean anything in terms of like trying to discount it because it was a collaboration. He got that collaboration because of the work that he put in. So for somebody like this to have an ego, it's good because the work rate, the output, and what he's doing matches that ego. The guy's consistently making music. He's consistently streaming. This guy's working nonstop, I promise you.
Nonstop, which it's a good thing, but it's also not a good thing because it's like sometimes you overwork yourself, and y'all know what I'm talking about. You overwork yourself, and then you don't have that work-life balance. You're streaming all the time. You're recording all the time. Bitch, that's why my ass gained 20 pounds now, because I'm sitting here and fucking recording and shit. So I had to slow down a little bit and try to get a routine or put in a workout routine and try to get, a work-life balance. So, but this week, we back to our regularly scheduled program, honey. I got it together, honey. But I think that shit can fuck with your head mentally, just streaming on the computer all the time, all the fucking time. It's a lot. It really is.
People will like laugh about the streamer 9 to 5 thing, but I don't think PlaqueBoyMax is ever not working. Unless he's with like a girl, he's never not working. I promise you. To make something like that work, like operate at his level, you can't take any time off. There's no weekends in his life, that's for sure. The guy hasn't seen a weekend in forever.
That's
but
not good.
Moving forward with this, yeah, he should feel that he's in the top. I would say PlaqueBoyMax is in for sure top 10 streamers. Now they put him at number 5. I don't necessarily know about that. We'll have to wait for me to put together my list when I get to choose them, but I need to create like a little visual board so I can drag and drop everything properly. And when he calls streaming soft and saying like, yo, it's this industry, and what other industry would people be calling themselves like, or people wouldn't be ranking themselves that high? Well, I'll tell you exactly who did the same thing. Lil Yachty, like 10 years ago.
Seems you guys have alleviated the competition in it. Would that be right in saying that or wrong?
Kinda.
Okay. I won't ask if you like that or if you dislike it, but so if you had to rank your contemporaries, who is the number one person? Explain it to me like I'm a kindergartner and I don't know because I'm old and bitter. Who is the number one person with the funny hair, with all the jewelry, rapping in this style, making these songs?
Number one what?
The number one group artist that does things that creates music in the style that you do. I would think that you, Uzi, I would think that that's a popular conversation for you. Migos, I would think that's a popular topic of conversation for you. No?
Well, you know that, yeah.
But I don't rate these people.
Yeah, well, I can't sit and rate. I'm still a rapper myself.
What the
because it's like, that's kind of weird.
But rap is competitive, that's why. So, say for example,
you guys are good.
I don't really.
Boy, you could tap
I guess let me rephrase it for you and T. So we compare rappers like.
So right here, you got a rapper, and this was, man, classic episode. I remember watching this when it dropped. You got Yachty, who's talking about like, yeah, you know, I don't really think about that. Keep in mind, this is a young Yachty, but PlaqueBoyMax did say, oh, who's at the top of their industry that's not popping their stuff? At this point, Yachty was at the top of SoundCloud, but the people that he was comparing himself to, or they were comparing him to, Uzi, yeah, he felt like he was the best. So maybe that's where PlaqueBoyMax is talking about that. But in regards to Cinna, I wouldn't even put Cinna in the top 10.
I'm not
not
sure
even
who
close.
that is.
I wouldn't. She should not be the number one female streamer on that list. Not even close. But this is another thing that PlaqueBoyMax needs to understand, and it's not just because of the streamers getting clipped. Streamers or clipping is unforgiving for a female streamer, especially if a female streamer or content creator in general is popping her stuff. They don't want to see that. And there's two parts of this. There's the female part, which they have it harder in this regard, because even if they put in a bunch of work, like Extra Emily, for instance, that chick puts in a ton of work into her content. She's been consistent for many years. And she's like, yeah, I'm one of the best streamers. I'm better than most of the guys. They will rain hell hath no fury. Like, we're talking Clips album right here. They will rain hellfire on her. Talk about, oh, ain't you the girl that bots? Oh, you're a bum. Oh, here's this podcast clip of you saying you got ran.
And I be like, yep, that's me, nigga. What's good? What's up? Yeah, that's me. That's me. The fuck? Sure would.
Through by a bunch of guys, which is completely unrelated to the type of content that she makes or how good her content is in comparison to her peers. But it will just be unrelenting. And a large part of that is because they're operating in a male-dominated fan base. Not a male-dominated space, which it is, but it's a male-dominated fan base. So the majority of their viewers are male. So they have to placate that.
I think I have to check again, but I think most of my viewers are male as well. But it said my female viewers is going up too, so I'm like, yes, I'm excited about that, you know, because I ain't one of them streamers that's about to come up here and have my boobs all out and shit like that. If you come to the channel to see that, nigga, good luck. That ain't happening, so that ain't happening. But my female viewers going up too, so I'm pretty excited about that. I can't lie. I can't lie, but I do want a big mixture of both because I like when I do, especially when I do loyalty test videos, I like to hear both perspectives. Like I want to hear from the men and I want to hear from the women. Like, you know, even like when I do my Yudi videos, after I do my reaction, I'll go to a male channel and I'll go watch their video and see what they had to say about it. I like both perspectives, you know? I like that. I like
audience
that.
And that majority male audience that watches them, they want them to be humble. It is what it is, unfortunately. And also, the second side of that is Cinna comes from the previous generation of streamers, like the Ludwigs, the Austin, Texas streamer side, which between the years of 2017 to maybe like 2021, 22, like Ms. Kiff, all of those guys, she was in that circle. And in that circle, it was basically a cult, dog. Like, it was like a high school table. Everybody had to pretend to be buddy-buddy, but they were talking trash about each other. Everybody had to pretend like they were friends and didn't have any competition. And we're all this big hoorah, kumbaya. We all collaborate with each other. And it worked for quite a while until it all collapsed. And now Sin is part of another community. Well, she still has ties to that. She wants to do her own thing. But the point is, that's what she was built up on. If you pop your stuff in that community, you were excommunicated. And back then, if you got excommunicated, you were donezo. Like, an example of a girl that got excommunicated and she was donezo was this chick, Caterino, I believe. Yes, she was exposed for like cheating on her boyfriend or something, just talking to a bunch of dudes. And shit,
niggas do that all the time. I guess it's a double standard or whatever. Shit, much of niggas cheat too. Women cheat, niggas cheat, everybody fucking cheat. It's just a bunch of young people. Long as you just wrap it up. God damn it. At this point, just wrap it up and go to the clinic and get checked. That's all I got to say about that. Okay, like the fuck.
She was a streamer that had a sizable base, like maybe a little bit under 1,000 viewers. She was part of that circle. She blew up through that circle, and then the onslaught of hate that she got was so brutal. She couldn't handle it. She could have thugged it out, but she couldn't handle it, and they ran her out of there. Nobody wanted to collaborate with her anymore, and she didn't have the chutzpah, you could say, to keep it pushing, and she's gone now. So Cinna, she's seen all of that type of stuff happen, and she's like, yeah, I'm not going to pop my stuff, and I don't think it's in her personality to be like, yeah, you know, I'm better than these people. But where she's pushing it, where she says, oh, you know, I think it's ego to think that you should be better than anybody. Man, get the hell out of here. You don't believe that. You definitely don't believe that. And you shouldn't believe that. And I do think people are internally competitive. Like, for example, somebody that would give a fraud answer like Cinna would be Jason the Ween. Like, he'll be like, man, you know, I'm really happy to make it, guys. You know, all that. It's like, dog, stop being a punk. You know, you think you're one of the best streamers right now. And objectively speaking, even though I might not watch your stuff, I've watched, like, I got to do my research, right? Like, I'll watch several hours because you cannot judge a streamer if you don't watch at least 2 hours of their stream, because this is not like a clipping frenzy. You're judging them based on short form content when their main form of content is long, hours long of footage. So you can't judge a streamer if you haven't watched a stream. It's goofiness. It's like trying to judge an album or an artist's album by a single that you heard. Like, yo, I heard 2 to 3 singles. That's a hot album. No, it's not. Listen to the album. Sit down and listen to the album. Okay? How about that? So the competitive factor is there. Jason the Ween, he did that Stranded on an Island stream. That was an incredible stream for every kid in high school. Every Asian kid in high school, for sure. That was the topic of the lunch table. I sat there and I was like, this is not for me, dude. But I can see that it was great content. It's like, yo, if I'm looking at Barney, I'm like, yo, I'm not watching Barney, but that's great for kids. Really, really tiny kids, like toddler level. So with the clipping thing that PlaqueBoyMax is talking about, like, yo, we don't want to get clipped out of context and we have to look at that, and that's why we have to maneuver what we see. I think a lot of them, not the girls, I think the girls get it too brutal. For the guys, they can just not look at it. Like, you don't have to, you can have a filter. You can not look at it on social media unless it's something that affects your personal life. And this is where PlaqueBoyMax has a staff. So let's just give you the filter. The only thing that should enter PlaqueBoyMax's orbit is stuff that is going to contribute to his content. So if there's a little bit of a controversy, it makes sense. But if people are overreacting about some nonsense, he can just address it, but he doesn't need to read the comments. So somebody from PlaqueBoyMax's staff can be like, yo, this is the controversy for today. And I've said this about artists too that got a lot of hate. Like Coil Ray, for instance, you cannot be reading thousands of comments. You will lose your mind.
Yes,
Lord. You will absolutely hate yourself. And you will not get gaslit, but you'll start to think like, yo, are these people right? And
right. Like, you'll be like, damn, is they right? Should I, oh my God, do I need to apologize? I shouldn't have said that? Oh my God, did I do something wrong? No. Bitch, please. People be like, you cuss too much. So, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, that's me. And I'm gonna be me.
Differently about yourself and your behavior. Versus if someone just says, one person that's on your staff tells you, hey, look, people aren't messing with this song. Or, yeah, there's like some controversy about you and, I don't know, like this clip that you said you called streamers soft. And other people are reacting to it. Okay, show them the clips of those people reacting to it, which is other streamers. That benefits his content, and that's it. And it's the streamer's responsibility to not be like, yo, I wonder what the people saying. That is the worst thing you could ever do. But that's why this is such a brutal career for someone's mental, is because they've got these Discord communities and they've got these Twitter communities, which it might be the best favor that Nikita Beer, the head of product at X, is doing for these guys, is getting rid of those Twitter communities, because they're just reading those and it's just high school kids telling you what you need to do. And you're like, what the hell? Like if some high school kid came up to PlaqueBoyMax in person, was like, yo, you need to do this. He's looking at you like, what is this kid talking about? Like, go to chemistry class. You're in chemistry class as a senior. What are you doing? But I feel like I have slightly deviated. So we will come back to the main point, which is, I think they can be competitive and be cool. And I think it's healthy to be competitive. Like somebody that I think is competitive is Agent. Agent makes and I don't think
I love Agent. Agent is a top streamer for me as well. Though, like, his numbers, Agent is underrated to me. Like, everything that Agent said that he wanted to do, ever since I started watching him, he's done. Like, I want to be like Agent one day. Like, every fucking thing Agent say he want to do, he has done the shit. Like, his mindset go crazy. Like, props to fucking Agent, bro, for real. Like, top tier streamer, period. Top tier person. I'll say that.
Externally competitive, because I think he's really satisfied and a confident person, internally confident. Because someone else made a comment, I don't know who it was, that said that Agent is unbothered. It was Stable Ronaldo.
I think Agent is so good at what he does and consistent, bro. Like, no matter the viewership, like, I've seen him at like 4,000 viewers, I've seen him at 10,000, I've seen him at 30,000. It does not affect his attitude, and that's crazy, by the way. There's a lot of streamers who will admit it, including myself for a long time. If you're not at this level, and then go down a level, it's like it affects you. Yeah, it's like, bro, if you guys uploaded this video and it's a 10 out of 10 and it gets 4K views in 50 hours, it's like, okay, maybe we should private it.
Yeah.
But like,
he said Agent is the only person he knows that's a streamer that's unbothered by the viewer count. He could have 4,000, he could have 14, he could have 20,000, and he's not changing.
And me neither. Bitch, it can have 1 view, 2 views, 4 views, 500 views. Like, I do this for fun, and streaming too, but recording, it also helps with my mental health. Like, because I'm sitting here, I'm talking with y'all on stream, or I'm talking to myself here, but and y'all comment and interact and things and stuff. Like, it's fun to me, and I'm comfortable, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love me some Agent, I do.
His content, and he doesn't care about it at all. And that's somebody that's internally confident, because he's achieved so much in this game. Like, the guy started AMP, he helped bring Casanat to the forefront, and I think he's constantly challenging himself, and he's looking like, what's happening in streaming? Okay, what can I do that other people aren't doing? But he's not like, yo, I got to be better than Max or anything like that. Right. So I think that's somebody that's kind of trying to one-up himself constantly, and he is competitive, but he's not looking at it like, yo, I'm better than these people intrinsically, which would be fine either way. I think PlaqueBoyMax is looking at it like, yo, these guys are suckers. I'm gonna stomp on them, which is good. I like that too. But let me know what you guys think in the comments.
Yeah. I like how Agent is. That would be the level that I would be trying to be on. Like, okay, I'm here now. What can I do to make my videos better? You know, and when I'm streaming video games, what can I do to make my gaming experience better? Like, obviously be more consistent because I'm always on here. It's hard to make time to get on and stream a horror game. But like I said, I'm just getting my home life, work life balance together, so I need to get my streaming time in there as well. So I am working on that, y'all. So yeah, follow me on Twitch if you have Twitch. We will be looking at 600-pound life and stuff and playing horror games and stuff if y'all interested in that. That's where I'll be doing that at. So I am trying to make time for that too. But yeah, y'all, let me know what y'all thought about this video. Like the vid, comment, definitely subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.